Claude Monet by Helen Nelson. For my artist project, I chose the famous artist Oscar Claude Monet. Monet was born on November 14, 1840 in Paris, France, and died on December 5, 1926 in Giverny, France. Monet lived to 86 years old, and his career lasted for 7 decades. His family was poor. His mom was a singer, and his dad worked at a grocery store Monet's family owned. And he was an impressionist, which means he tried to capture one moment and paint it really fast so that nothing in the moment changed. Biography. As you know, Claude Monet was born in Paris, France, but when Monet was 5, his family moved to Ingoville, a suburb of Le Havre on the coast of Normandy in northwestern France. When Monet was 11, he started to go to high school at the Le Havre High School. He filled notebooks with sketches of boats and landscapes. Years later, Monet admitted that he was an unruly student in school. January 28, 1857, when Monet was 16, his mother died. Now his childless aunt took over the daily responsibilities of raising him. She was an amateur artist as well. She was sympathetic and wise, and she encouraged her nephew's amazing talent. In 1858, Monet painted his first painting. It was called The View from Ruelles. 1 year later, in 1859, when Monet was 19, he moved to Paris, France. In Paris, he was enrolled to Académie Suzy. During this time, he met Camille Pissarro, who was also an artist, and was one of Monet's best friends. As Monet got older, his paintings got a little blurry. That is because he got blind in his right eye. This was a painting before he got a little blind. And this is a painting he did when he was a little blind. Monet's life kind of just got worse, because in 1911, his beloved wife Alice died. Monet died on December 5, 1926, at the age of 86, from lung cancer, and was buried at the Giverny Church Cemetery. Overall, I thought Monet's life was pretty good, until the end. Major works. One of Monet's favorite things to paint were water lilies. He had his own pond of water lilies right outside of his house. There was a beautiful bridge right above the pond called the Japanese Footbridge. This is a beautiful picture of it. This painting was painted in 1899. The next painting I liked was a painting of some of the water lilies in the pond. Monet painted so many different paintings of water lilies that I couldn't find a date on this one. The next painting is really just called Impression Sunrise, but it is probably one of Monet's most famous paintings. If you look in the bottom left corner, you can see Monet's signature. Did you see the signature? Next to it, you will see a period and then the number 72. Monet made this picture in 1872. A lot of people didn't like Impressionists because they were trying to capture a moment really fast. If they are trying to paint really fast, their work can get a little sloppy. Most people think that art was supposed to be perfect, but Monet didn't, and I like that. Even though he was an Impressionist, I still think that he made people realize how cool it is to paint outside. Thank you for listening to my report. The end.